Angelic Voyager with my two co-hosts, sorry.
Can you see?
Claire.
Oh, are you a co-host? I'm not sure.
AJ.
And AJ, and then our two very special guests.
Rabadam.
And DeeZystep.
Yes. Welcome back. Welcome for the first time. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad that you're glad to be here. So I'm just going to go ahead and have AJ ask the first question. This is a question we always ask everybody.
Sorry for that squeaky chair. So the first question that we always ask everybody on the show that comes on is, how did you guys get into producing?
Okay, so I wanted to be a rapper at first, and I just realized beats are hella expensive. So struggle's real. So I just started making my own, and I got kind of decent at it.
Oh, very nice.
Awesome. I pretty much grew up like classically trained on piano and stuff. I've always had interest in music, but it was always like, playing instruments, not really hip hop or like producing kind of music, but I've always loved listening to like hip hop and dance music and stuff. So I always kind of wanted to do that. And a few years ago I just started taking some classes in producing, and that's what really got me into it. Just kind of found my true love, if you will.
This is pretty awesome because because it's pretty cool, like, just to hear like how everyone else's journey to music is always different. Like, it's like, I got inspired by this, like I was trained like since I was young to play this, and then it's kind of cool to see the evolvement of it.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of different stories out there, man.
It's kind of cool to see how it translates into different styles of music as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it could be the same genre, but it's got its own individual sound to it.
Yeah.
It's almost as if I know most of the people who've come on the show, including you, like before, and I've heard your songs and your beats, I guess you could say, but they're really nice. And even though it's even though I know usually it's categorized as like hip hop R&B, there is a certain flair to it. No pun intended. There's a certain different, unique sound about it, which kind of differentiates it from the rest. So that's cool.
Yeah, thanks. I'm really going for like a unique sound. I don't know. I do listen to like a lot of like The Weeknd, and I don't know who else. There's this dude Nova that I listen to a lot. But it's more like I'm just going for a whole new style, and I'm hoping that it's showing. That's what people tell me.
So you're on the right path.
Well, honestly, that kind of leads into our next question. What is your inspiration?
My inspiration is just anyone that's like really being ambitious and just becoming something, and I'm inspired by anybody that's just working towards, I don't know, something really positive and being something greater than what they are now. And I mean, I watched so many interviews, like, okay, I know it's like so cliche, but Kanye West, I literally like, I mean, I look at him like, dude, you're the dude, man. Like, it's him, and like anybody who like raps and produces, it's like those are two different jobs, and I love both of them. And it's like, if you're doing those successfully, I look up to you like so much. And I don't know, I just inspire. Or are you mean like musically, or like just
in general?
Okay, well that's life, and then there's music. And I listen to just anything that's like super, just makes you feel like, I guess you're on drugs, I guess, or just makes you feel like
sense of euphoria.
Yeah, like I'm hella melodic. My drums aren't very good because I wasn't in drumline like I was supposed to be, but like if the melody doesn't make me feel something, then I'm just gonna throw the beat away. But I always try to make the melody like touch people.
Yeah. Those are some of the best songs too sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, you guys have asked me this question before when I've been on here, and I'm pretty sure I probably answer it differently every time, but it's okay.
Hey, inspiration changes.
We get to know you a little deeper every time we ask the question.
Exactly.
I guess my answer to that question today would be, I mean, it's like, honestly, just right now, life experience is inspiring me, because, like, I feel like the best kind of music is music that either conveys emotion, or makes you feel an emotion. And that comes through being able to relate an experience or a feeling you have. And something for me, like I kind of, I'm in love with the ordinary and the extraordinary, but like just living every day, being outside, walking around, seeing and hearing people and stuff going on is enough to like really just make me I don't know, want to take that and somehow put it into music. Like there's sometimes I'll just set up a microphone out in the middle of somewhere, and like literally I've brought my laptop with my recording interface. It's just enough battery to set up a microphone and just record it, just sounds out in like the city or just out in the neighborhood.
His natural inspiration.
And just kind of just things going on, events, just like the vibe of life. Super hippie talk, but
Yeah.
that inspires me. And then as far as artists, I mean, honestly, like, I like all kinds of music. I grew up listening to literally everything. So I take inspiration from a lot of stuff. I've said before, my favorite artist is Nujabes, because, he has like some chill hip-hop stuff.
I love his stuff.
Yes.
It's amazing.
And it's just very uplifting, it makes you feel a type of way when you listen to it. But I get inspired by people that I just, artists here, like even hearing Rabadam the first time, like his stuff made me like, hell yeah, like I wanted to work with him, and it did. And just like the prospect of being able to make music when you know it's gonna go somewhere itself is pretty inspiring.
Well, just to kind of go in a little deeper of like, besides, I guess you kind of answered the question. I was gonna ask you guys, how did you guys start to work with each other, and like, what's your process for it? If you guys wanted to elaborate on that more.
Well, we met through this company called iStandard, and they have all these. Shouts out iStandard for real. Like they represent the producers so much, and I heard about them through Instagram, and they had a showcase out in the Bay Area, and you pay like $300, and I know that's a lot of money, but it's like really not compared to like the people you meet. Like meeting DeeZystep is priceless. I met other people so priceless. Like I would put like these relationships at millions and millions of dollars, if that. But I went. We went to the showcase. We heard each other's music, and we vibed, and every time we collaborate, it's just like so organic. Like you don't even have to try. Like when you're trying to force a conversation, it's like so weird. It's like you don't have to try, and we just vibe off each other, and it's dope.
Pretty much, yeah. We met at that producer event that night, and there was a cool, like I'd say there's probably like 15 different producers there, a couple judges who were also like, established, well-known producers, and it was awesome to hear everyone's stuff, and there's definitely like certain people.
Hi.
We did, and here we are.
I mean, you can tell just simply in the two tracks that you guys worked in your EP.
The Tiger Bomb and the Illusional.
Yeah.
You could tell is you guys' sound just blends and complements each other in a way that is just crazy good. Like,
thank you, man. Yeah, it
slaps.
Oh yeah,
It goes.
and it's something that like I would never be able to come up with something like that like on my own. Like it's just I don't know.
That's the beauty of a collab.
Yeah, this is the beauty of
I'm not. Yeah, man. And then once he called me like Nujabes, I was like, dude, like you do not know how much Nujabes means to me.
Instant connection.
It's the connection. It's awesome.
But, I mean, the reason I like working with him is, I already said it. It's like you don't have to try. I literally, like, if you listen to my music, I've worked with people that sound just like me or like similar to me, and it just didn't work. Or sometimes they just hog the whole session, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, dude, what's the point of me being here?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm just giving him a thumbs up every 5 minutes, and then, all right.
Exactly.
That's cool.
That's cool. We're doing well. Or you're doing well.
Good go team.
So the next question that we wanted to get into is actually I actually really love like asking this question because everyone's answer is different, and it's really nice to know what people are saying. Is that how did you guys come up with your names?
Well, that's easy. My name's Rabadam, and my last name is Rabadam. So,
Very unique last name.
a lot of people call me Rob, so it's like R-A-B though, not like Rab. It's like Rab, not Rob. But you get it.
I get it. Yeah, we got it.
And that's something that you don't forget. I mean, once you hear that, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, there's only one Rabadam I've ever heard of.
No, yeah.
So,
Just him, and
basically, for the name DeeZystep, it's pretty much so. I don't know where DeeZy came from, but the name and even the way I spell it with the capital D and the capital Z, like D-E-Z-Y, like that's something I came up with when I was a kid, and I just used it on like online everything, and I would use that in like usernames on like actual like my bank account name is DZ. I'm not gonna tell you the password, but
1, 2, 3, 4.
dang it! All right.
Zero, 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 zero.
Please slowly clear the mic, please.
Writing this down.
We want to catch everything.
Give you 5 seconds. No, but so yeah, so pretty much it was from that, and then when I came up with the whole DeeZystep name, it was pretty much I'd say probably about a cool like 3 or 4 years ago or something, and it was when I really started thinking about like I want to be an artist. Like this is something I want to do,
Yeah.
like and get out and just something that I want to like be. At the time, I was listening to a lot of dubstep music, and I literally just added step to the end of DZ, and I was
Okay.
like, because I was like, yes, I want to make hella dubstep music, and then
Well,
I
maybe.
started getting into it, and I really started just making like I like still have not made like an actual dubstep song. Actually, take that back. I have. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Excitement for the bass heads. Dude.
But yeah, I started making hip hop more than anything at that time, but I just liked the name DeeZystep, and I googled it, and that's not even a word or a thing. So yeah,
You're
it
like,
worked.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, basically.
Because Google's got all the answers.
It does. It does.
So, I mean, next question, I guess. What is some advice that you would give someone that is just starting out that you would have wished to have gotten yourself when you were coming up?
That's a good question. Man, I would say surround yourself with people that know what they're doing. Just like really surround like most of the information. Of course, like everyone learns through YouTube, but YouTube and the internet only takes you so far. Like I've learned so much working with DeeZystep, other producers in Sacramento. What's his name's Rolly Ray. Sorry. But yeah, just being in the studio with them and just watching how they work is like watching a painter. Like everybody has their own technique, and they're like, oh, you could do this, oh, you could do that, and I'm like, bro, like I never would have found that out, and it's just crazy. So just like surround yourself with like talented people and people that like support you. I know that's hella cliche, but
It works.
Yeah, it's
it
true.
really is. Like you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. So yeah.
That's hella true.
I'm thinking about it, and
Right?
yeah.
It's like, damn, took my answer. Shoot. Nah, but I would say also like one thing that I really wish like I had known before, like when I was really getting into it, and even before and everything, and I would for sure say to anyone that's, and it's still like applicable advice even being in it, like it never stops really, is just the fact that you have to always put in work, because working on music is the same thing as like working out or trying to get a promotion in a job or practicing singing or
Anything.
like anything.
You're trying to
It's
excel.
really like every day you have to have, if you want to like get better or just expand your repertoire or whatever, just like experience more in music, you really just have to keep working at it always. Just keep thinking about it, keep doing different things, keep putting stuff out just so you can say you did, learn from the quote-unquote mistakes or whatever that you make in music or musical related things. Like there's just no, for sure. While someone else is like, yeah, that's I had to think about while you were talking to. No, man, that's
Start over.
inspiring.
Do over.
There's gonna be an Instagram inspirational quote like by the time the show's done. Just watch. But for sure, I'd say, I mean, it's just honestly, just keep working, work at it, as Rihanna likes to say. And just like honestly, don't give up, because like even for me, there's times where I'll be like, man, my stuff's not good enough. I don't know if I'm never gonna make it. Like what? And then like, you just gotta remind yourself like, nah, this is like it's an art, it's a craft, it's a work of love. Like you really have to devote yourself to what you want to do, and if music is something you want to do, you'll do what it takes, and it's take the joy, in it while you're working at it, basically.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so what I really would have told myself, like what, two years ago, I'm only like 2.5 years in, but I'm gonna do this.
same amount of time. It was just fate. It was meant. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess not to get off topic, but I do have a tattoo on my ring finger that says music, just so like people know, girls know, like this is what I'm doing. Like I'm not gonna marry you. I'm already married.
I like it.
Ladies out there, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's already taken by music.
He's devoted to music. Tell me.
But what was I gonna? Oh, I meditate. I meditate all the time, like an hour to like 30 minutes to an hour a day, and that helps me so much with my creativity. Like I notice like the beats I make when I don't meditate are not like the quality is not up to par to the ones that I do after I meditate. And working out too, because like I don't know, it's just like whenever I'm like looking for a sound, I'm like, where's that sound? And I'm trying to think, but when I come back and I just had a run, I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, damn, I don't even gotta try. Like,
It's a release. It's an escape kind of.
Yeah, it's like that. So just like I would work out and meditate, and if you don't work with if you haven't been involved with iStandard, just get with iStandard, because I've met I sat in the car with 50 Cent's producer. Who else? I sat and I ate food next to J. Cole's producer, and dude, just being next to them, they have so much knowledge, and it's just dope.
Yeah.
Sorry. The thing is, they're very willing to help. Like, they want more people that are producers and just even other kinds of artists to get more involved and more invested in themselves. And they want, they're really putting it out there, trying to get more people so that they can help them out. You know, it's
That's very cool.
When you really get into the community, it's dope. Straight up.
Oh,
They're
was
giving
dope.
back,
Yeah.
essentially.
Basically, yeah, exactly.
It was iStandard, and you could find them on Instagram, or just Google iStandard, and
Yeah,
everything comes
you
up.
can find them on
and
Instagram. They're called iStandard.
Yeah.
Straight up, everything. iStandard.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that I'll have to promote and let other people know too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lastly, it's pretty much how can people find you guys or your music or your stuff, all that, just all social media platforms, everything.
Well, my Instagram is Super Rabadam, so that's SUPERABADAM. My Twitter is, I don't even really do Twitter. I just have one. I think it's Rab the Ultimate. Something cheesy, whatever. And then I don't know. You can find me in Fairfield, looking for Pokemon probably.
Hey,
So
that's all of us. We might have to have a little hunting session
After the show.
After the show.
Hey, what is it? Twitter, Instagram. That's all I have really right now. Oh, SoundCloud, Rabadam. Yeah. Check me out on SoundCloud.
And if they had inquiries of working with you or anything, they could just hit you up through there. Or do you have a specific place?
Yeah, hit me up through Instagram, rabadamproductions@gmail.com. If you're really serious, then hit me up through there.
Alright.
So what I said earlier about DeeZystep isn't a thing. You literally search on everything DeeZystep. One word, DeeZystep, and you'll find me. I also DeeZystep.com. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. My Gmail is DeeZystep@gmail.com.
Alright, straightforward.
Yeah.
Straight to the
Easy to access.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't have a manager quite yet, so all of this stuff might look kind of generic and the same, but that's because I'm trying to exposure, kind of blanket everything, just in case there's one person out in Twitter and one person out in Google Plus. I mean, who even uses that anyway? But yeah, so.
To hear you guys' tracks in the future and
Oh,
Let's
man.
be honest.
your dubstep
You're really,
track.
yeah, let's be honest
Your
here.
dubstep